Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Arizona Cardinals and the Philadelphia Eagles. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready. Go to base. Hopper. Check back. Check back. Hey, switch. Heads, yeah. Check safety.
They'll run on first down. Hubbard, give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Three yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Tight right. Hey. We got 3. 3 down.
They'll try the left side. It's Hubbard. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's a gain of 11 and a Cardinal first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Watch safety creep. Go. Safety's creeping. Kill. Slam. He's crashing.
On first down, Hubbard. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Here we go. Kill. Slam. SOS.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. Flushed out right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Jannard Avery just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Well, let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now a first-quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. Let's start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in and help me block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot. 3rd and long. Murray with a 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. Andy Isabella was the intended target. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on the job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Check 13.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Cardinals' 42-yard line.
Go. 280! Mike's 5-4. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
You ain't doing nothing today.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Hey, here we go. 120. Great 15. Great 15. Mike, check 33. Smoke.
Don't get nervous. Hey, check Mike.
Liz 5-3. Liz 5-3.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence, or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
Watch twist. Sunday. Shoot.
Going for it with Sanders. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Working from the gun, Wentz. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Go.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range.
Record.
Wentz now to throw. And he's going to go down again. Hassan Reddick, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
35's the mic.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz looking deep for his tight end Ertz. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On second down, it's Hubbard, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up third down.
And it's third down.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on third down.
Kill.
22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. Showing up. Yo.
Motion. 25.
Same on.
25. Check 25.
Ready, go.
Throwing is Murray on third down. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, not able to believe their good fortune probably. First and goal at the 2. How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out.
Get in the way.
They'll try to run with Sanders. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. Second and goal from the 1. Once again with Sanders. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November, but they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Murray now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hubbard. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the 2nd down pass play only went for 2.
Bang, bang. Check 24.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. He can run. Murray fighting. Lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
Let's go. We got this. We got this.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4.
Watch 54. You got nothing today. You got
lefty.
Hey, alert 3.
To throw his wins. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
It's now 3rd down.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Chandler Jones, a former All-Pro, in on the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. He'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
I know you feel that.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory.
Check the outs.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
It's 4th down.
So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So that's a 7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning on that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to the goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34.
At their own 34-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal, and they were able to trot back out on the field and start?
And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile.
Check your hot read. Kill. Go. Kill.
Murray going to throw. And he fires one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
The Cardinals on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever.
Check 37. Check 37.
Check. Crunch. Crunch.
Shotgun now from Murray. Dancing to his left. Only able to get back a yard for his efforts, and that leads us to fourth down.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's third down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the first down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over first and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Wins. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. He got 29 yards that time.
That's good for Eagles first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score.
Go!
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now a handoff here to his running back, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, second down.
You don't want no problems with me.
On the play, second and 10 at their 49-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, second and 10.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now Wentz. That's complete to his speedy wideout Goodwin. A gain of 6 there on first.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks, because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes our score 17-0.
Makes the score Eagles 17.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
Here we go.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
Second and 10 now from the 27.
Cut.
Murray looks to throw again, second and 10. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
Ready. Go to base. Zip it. Motion to backfield. Motion to the backfield.
Check 9. Check 4.
Delta.
Murray now on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
Throwing again on second down. Murray. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
44 is the mic. 44 is the
A final shot before half for Wentz. Deep ball for Goodwin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken at the 3. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
Here we go. 180.
54 Mike. Cut. Watch the twist.
On second down now. It's Sanders. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So into Cardinal territory now. It's first and 10 at the 43. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 30 big ones.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet.
Go.
Rush in.
Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
57.
On play action, Wentz. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown.
Nice job, bro. Keep doing
A 20-yard touchdown. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Eagles 24, Cardinals nothing. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
I'm here all day.
Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. 7 yards on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Murray now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A nice first down pickup on a gain of 6.
Crunch time, defense.
First down, Murray. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And an alley to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A gain of 10, first down, Arizona.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
6 yards there on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Ready? Force the mic. 40. Hopper. Here we go.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Murray. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the the gun. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, and the Eagles defense able to hold. Well, they were looking for a clutch play there on fourth, unable to come up with it.
How about that defense, though, huh? How about that D?
Yeah, momentum swing.
And, you know, I remember playing how much fourth downs were emphasized. You know, because, as you said, it's a momentum play. It's also a big test for you. You know, if people are going to go for it on fourth down, they believe you're not up to the challenge. You want to show them differently.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
No gain on the play. Second and 10 at the 45-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
Hey, keep it up. Keep it up.
Check, 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 check.
Another run here with Sanders. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's third and 10. On play action, it's Wentz. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
40. Hey, Echo. Mike, check, check. 1, 2, 3. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. You think you got it, son?
The Eagles indeed snap it. Wins. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Jannard Avery in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
Here's Murray. He's going to float this over the middle deep. That's going to be caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Colby Listenby. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cardinals turning that interception into a touchdown.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Check, check. Let's get the ball.
Check, check. Lucky, lucky, lucky.
6, 6. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. But he will not make it into the end zone. He stops short, and that might spell an end to their chances as this stays a 3-score game. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. The Cardinals say they have it. They do. Arizona recovers. Great job by the kick team there to get the football, but also don't forget about the man that started it, the lonesome kicker himself.
I love that you brought him into it because he doesn't get nearly the attention he deserves. Oftentimes it's only when it's negative. In this case, he created a positive play for his team.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Check 3. Watch the 3. Now. Move, move.
They'll run on first down. Hubbard. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down.
Watch tight end, watch tight end. Tight right.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hubbard, and they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4.
Motion.
Watch out.
From the gun, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
They can't stop
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
You better bring it. I'm letting you know.
Echo.
Bring it.
Check nickel.
Slam.
Shift. Watch the shift.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jannard Avery. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch the run.
Now Sanders. And only able to get 2 here, stopped at the 30.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Squeeze, double.
They'll go again with Sanders. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
I'm going to hit you all
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Mike 35.
Wentz going to throw.
I'm coming after you.
Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Go.
So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8.
Hey, check Mike 30.
Hey, Stu.
33. Come on.
Wentz to throw for it on 4th. He may try and run for this. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Cardinal defense is going to get the football back. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th. But they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
52.
Throwing on first down is Murray. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw again on second down, Murray. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, third and long.
He's coming, double up. Check, check, set. Fresno. 52.
On third down,
Hey, defense,
Murray.
let's go. Pick it up, D.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. Andy Isabella was the intended target.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing. But I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. Solid footwork, but not able to get a whole lot. Brought down shy of the 10. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
It's more coming. It's more where I came from.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 9-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
They don't want it. Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo!
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Another run with Sanders. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Bandit.
Man, 5-7.
Mike check 33. 33. Here we go, D. Hey, it's just me.
Ram.
Me and you. It's just me and you.
Working from the gun, Wentz. He sets to fire deep. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off near the 34. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people who are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
Y'all playing the wrong football.
Alert flare. Check 3.
After the turnover, here's Murray. Buying time to his left. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Chef. Check 99.
No. Off. Check 26. Hey, switch gears. Yes. Go.
Looking to throw again on second down. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Miles Jack with a sack.
Let's go, boys.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. He'll look to set up his blockers. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Go, go, go.
On second down, it's Sanders. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike, 54.
Hey, high 7.
Wentz to throw.
Come to my world.
Man open, it's Goodwin. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for the Eagles, the train just keeps rolling 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Arizona, the loss will drop them to 6-3 now on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.